Big announcement expected today. Doug, good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, big announcement today on Twitter, actually. Governor Ron DeSantis is going to announce that he is, in fact, running for president. He's not the first Republican to put his toe in the water. He's not going to be the last, probably, but he is seen as perhaps the strongest contender to go after former President Donald Trump.
In the face of darkness, you can see that brighter future. A faith that our best days lay ahead of us.
Florida First Lady Casey DeSantis tweeted out this video of her husband taking the stage. And later today, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is expected to say he's all in for 2024, making the announcement live on Twitter, where he'll be interviewed by Twitter CEO Elon Musk.
He has quite an announcement to make, and will be the first time that something like this is happening on social media and with real-time questions and answers. Not scripted.
DeSantis looking for an edge against Republican frontrunner Donald Trump. According to the Real Clear Politics average, Trump has a nearly 37-point lead, with DeSantis a distant second. Trump's super PAC blasted DeSantis and his plans to hold a fundraiser today at the Four Seasons Hotel in Miami, saying this is one of the most out-of-touch campaign launches in modern history.
A great American comeback is attainable, and freedom sure is worth fighting for.
Even before today's launch, DeSantis has been making the rounds at Republican events.
DeSantis can actually start doing real campaigning instead of the kind of charade campaigning that he's been doing so far. And then I think we can all look at the three early states, Iowa, New Hampshire, and South Carolina, and see whether he can actually make inroads and turn this into a real race.
Yeah, and as the argument goes, those national polls only mean so much because this is a state-by-state effort to win the nomination, and DeSantis clearly sees a path forward in those early states like Iowa and New Hampshire. Back to you guys.
Hey, Doug, when we look at the numbers, Trump's got that big lead at this point, but as you always point out, those numbers can be pretty meaningless as time goes by.
Well, again, because of the state-by-state issue here. I mean, the national polls are interesting. It kind of gives you an idea of what the national mood is like right now, but it doesn't tell you what caucus goers in Iowa are thinking. And that's where it takes kind of that retail campaigning, that door-to-door kind of thing. And we've seen DeSantis spending more time there. He's clearly been plotting this for a while. This question of timing, though, looms large. Did he miss the mark a little bit by waiting so long to announce when others are already in the race? And the other thing is, there are more Republicans that are probably going to be joining the fight still.
They're popping up. Hey, Doug, why go on Twitter instead of doing a traditional press conference? What's the upside of that?
Yeah, it's an interesting question. It may be a little jab at former President Trump, who spent so much time on Twitter and got so much attention and is no longer active on Twitter. It may be an effort to kind of control the message. Twitter plays kind of an outside role in politics. There really are not, in the great scheme of things, that many people on Twitter compared to other social media platforms like Facebook, for instance. But it certainly plays a big role in determining political fortunes, it seems.
And it is making it interesting that he's the first one to do it, so maybe that's creating some buzz too. We'll see.
Yeah, I think he's hoping for some attention just based on that venue alone.
Right. Doug Luzader, thank you as always, live from Washington this morning.